Hey guys. Hey guys, welcome to Shades 2. I am coming back at you guys for afternoon talk time because I want to talk about something. Let me go to the other side. Something that's a hot ass mess. But before we do this live, I hope you guys can hear me pretty good. I'm out here getting my car done, so I decided to do this live while I'm outside. Okay, so hopefully you don't hear the wind and all that. But if you do, bear with me. I'm going to try to talk louder so you guys can hear me, okay? Y'all, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoy this content. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming video. Also, share and leave a comment. And thank you guys so much. We're going to change that to blue. I came out here because that damn they over there, all working on cars making all that noise. So I decided to sit over here. So hopefully you're not hearing too much wind, but you can still hear me. Of course, you're going to hear wind, but as long as you can still hear me, that's cool. Okay, so welcome to everybody in the bushes, everybody who's watching this who will be watching this in a replay, and over here in the chat. Let's see. I don't think we have anybody in the chat yet. But anyway, let me go ahead and do that copyright disclaimer. It's a lot of damn noise I hear, y'all. Goodness. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. It will be in my comment area, and it is scrolling across that screen right there, okay? All right, so y'all can also show support by doing a super sticker, super chat, or membership for $4.99, or you can do a cash app donation at $Shades too. Thank you so much. All the damn noise, y'all got motorcycles driving down the damn street. You know what? I hate motorcycles. I hate to say it because they keep up a lot of damn unnecessary noise. Why can't they make a motorcycle that does not have noises? Damn. All right. So anyway, I'm trying to move somewhere quiet because I don't want to go in the restaurant and be talking and doing no video because somebody you know how people be. Maybe I can go over. It's just a lot of cars riding by. So hopefully you guys can hear me. Hey, man, can you hear me pretty good? Okay, so you said the sound is okay. All right. So anyway, welcome, Jermaine. Thank you for tuning in. All right, y'all. We are going to be talking about this shit about um Austin Metcalf dad. Okay. I'm gonna read this article real quick and then we're gonna talk about it a little bit. Let me change this banner real quick and put this header up here. I forgot to do that. Now I may be a little tripped out today because I'm doing this from outside, so bear with me, okay? Let's go ahead and change this right here. Let me edit this. See, because I'm on my phone. Let's see, let's put Karmelo. I'm just gonna put it underneath the kid's name, okay? Because I don't have time to be doing all this other stuff. Okay, I think I spelled everything right. So let me put that up there. The phone is totally different, you guys. Okay, totally. Okay, let me go back up into the comments. All right, thanks, Jermaine. I'm using two different damn phones. This damn man with this goddamn going motorcycle about to get on my damn nerves. All right, damn, stop bringing your ass through here and all that damn noise. Okay, anyway, so this article, which is coming from CBS Texas News, said Frisco stabbing victim's dad want answers on accused teen's diploma. So the father of a Frisco teen fatally stabbed during an April track meet is demanding answers after learning his son's accused killer may graduate high school, despite facing a murder charge. Tuesday night, an advocacy group announced that Karmelo Anthony, the teen accused of fatally stabbing Frisco Memorial High School athlete Austin Metcalf during a track meet in early April, will get his diploma. Now, according to Next Generation Action Network, Anthony will not be allowed to participate in senior graduation activities, which is to be expected. However, the organization said his 3.7 grade point average and completion of all his graduation requirements means he can graduate without attending the final month and a half. This fat ass man come through here again. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, he can graduate without attending the final month and a half of the academic year. They say he can do that because he met all of his high school requirements. And plus his grade point average is 3.7, like I've been telling y'all for the longest, over 3.5. They said, we are proud to share that Karmelo Anthony will graduate and receive his high school diploma and that his academic achievements will not be disrupted. And that's was said by Minister Dominique Alexander, president of NGAN. As the largest social justice organization in North Texas, NGAN has worked diligently alongside the Anthony family's legal team to bring about this fair and student focused resolution. This is a moment of dignity for Karmelo and a reminder of the power of advocacy done right. Okay. So, in response to a request for comment, a Frisco ISD spokesperson said the district cannot discuss individual student records due to privacy laws. So let me stop right there. So when you lying ass people get up on social media and say that you heard that he was suspended from school because he had a knife and all this other BS, you're lying because you see it right there. Just like I said, they cannot disclose students' information. All right, point blank. And then the part that they can disclose, I gave it to you guys. You guys don't do nothing but lie. That's all y'all do is lie, 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 lie. Anyway, they said the district also shared a letter that Superintendent Mike Waldrop sent to the Centennial High School community, which criticized needless fear mongering, attention seeking, and media vitriol, if I said that right, vitriol, surrounding the school's upcoming graduation. The letter also said that no student who commits a serious criminal offense, Title V felony, is permitted to participate in the graduation ceremony. And that title also includes homicide, kidnapping, and sexual assault. Those people cannot attend. And so since he's been accused of that, he cannot attend any of the activities or the ceremony. However, he can get his daggone diploma. He can graduate because he has met all of his requirements and he has a 3.7 grade point average and everything. Now, Frisco ISD does not condone violence or crime in our schools or at our events and will not reward or celebrate those who hurt others. We work to ensure every student is safe to learn and feels part of our culture of respect, honor, and integrity. And that's what that letter says. But still, Austin's dad still wants answers, and I don't understand why. That's crazy. And then you say, you don't want people talking about this situation and all this stuff, but you come out here and you say this stupid shit. Okay, we understand that, he lost his child and things like that, but it doesn't stop this other young man from getting his high school diploma if he met all of the, requirements. We know he can't go to the actual ceremony. We know he cannot be involved in the activities or get whatever else he was going to get, once he, got his diploma and things like that. He probably lost his jobs and everything. So, I mean, what more does this dude want? Fucking man coming back here. I ain't gonna lie, this fucking fat ass dude keep on riding back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Some of these people do weird shit all day going day with all that damn noise. So anyway, I'm sorry about that, y'all. So they said the news sent Austin Metcalf's father on a mission to confront the Frisco ISD superintendent. Jeff Metcalf said he just wants answers, but when he arrived at Frisco ISD administration building, he was told he would not be let in without an appointment. The father of Austin Metcalf wanted to hear directly from Frisco ISD Superintendent Mike Wardrop what he heard from media reports on Tuesday regarding Anthony's graduation. He said, I have been stonewalled, sad. I understand the protocol. They said I have to make an appointment, which I did. Okay. The thing is, again, I don't understand why he's trying to stop everything. Okay. By law, Mr. Metcalf, he can obtain his diploma. Okay, because he did meet his high school graduation requirements. They are not letting him attend the graduation or any ceremonies. He probably can't even get any scholarships or anything else now. And he probably lost his job. What more do you want? First of all, he's innocent until he goes to the court of law. Okay. And then they will prove if he's guilty of murder. Okay. Based on the evidence that they have, the videos and all the other stuff. Until then, he's innocent and just accused of this thing. Period. Now, if the cards If the roles were reversed, I guarantee you he would want his son to get his high school diploma, and he will probably be fighting for him to attend the ceremony. Let's keep it real. This is plainly ridiculous. And if you guys don't see that as ridiculous, something is wrong with you too. Okay. Why wouldn't he be able to get his diploma? You got people in prisons getting degrees. Okay. Come on now. You got people in prison getting degrees. That's crazy. Right. He earned his diploma. Why would he not receive it? That's crazy. Even if you get suspended from school or even expelled, by law, they have to give you your diploma if you earned it. Okay. If you met all of the high school requirements. Okay. Otherwise, they can get sued. That's silly. And the thing about it is not going to bring his son back. It's not justice or anything else. So I don't understand why they're doing the most like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want people putting a racist banner over your head, or you don't want your son tied to that. Oh my God. But yet you do, you pull stuff like this. We understand that he's hurt, of course, like most parents would be and most people would be. But at the same time, you can't be doing stuff like this when you know that this boy earned it. Okay? Because, like I said before, and I'm going to say it again, this whole entire thing could have been avoided if only two things would have been done by both of these young men. Go and call the coach. And I keep saying this, and I'll always say this because you have other young people sitting out here listening. And if they get in this situation, I don't want the same thing to happen. Teach your kids to leave people alone. When somebody say, I'm not leaving, leave me alone, don't come near me, don't touch me, what does that mean? It means to do exactly that and go get someone that can, you know, remove that person or do whatever you need them to do. If that person is doing something which violates, some type of rules or laws or school rules or whatever the case is, because you just can't remove people just because you just want to. So he was sitting underneath the school tent, so therefore, that's something that's grounds for going over there, getting a coach and having the coach assist them. Well, not even assist them, but assist with the situation to have this kid either move or either the coach could have said he could stay there. But the coach probably would have made him move and he would have moved. You can't, I don't know. I don't understand what y'all doing. I really just don't. Let's see. So then he said, hold on. He asked Frisco, he wants to ask Frisco ISD um, how they arrived at it. He said, when I read their own policy manual about what it states for mandatory exposure and also graduation, now he may be placed in a program where he was able to continue his education at home, where he did maintain the credits and could get his diploma. Isn't that the stupidest shit? First of all, he can still go to school, okay, online or at home, okay. It's there's no laws preventing that. Okay, so if he's attending school online or whatever, and he's completing the rest of his credits and requirements, he can still get his diploma. I don't know why this man is tripping and shit like he is. Okay, the school rules said he cannot participate in any of those activities, the graduation, the activities, like the field trips that they have for the high school kids, the prom, none of that stuff. He probably can't even get the scholarships or anything anymore. All of that is taken away, which is understandable until they find out if he actually committed murder or not. That's understandable. No one is going against that, but you cannot try to stop somebody from getting a diploma when they have their requirements. What kind of foolishness is that? Right. You said when I was in school, if there was a fight, both students were suspended. Yeah, and they still do this unless we know for sure that another student started it, okay? Because it just depends. Like, if you get in a fight and somebody just hit you and started everything, then you won't get suspended because you didn't do anything back. You know what I'm saying? You didn't do anything. And sometimes they still don't suspend you when you hit back because that person started it, is the one that initiated everything. Oh, let me see what's going on here. Hold on, let me see what this chicken said. Hold on, y'all. What time is it? It's 12:54. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Just tell I little. Okay. You said although honorary, I'm sure they're gonna. Hold on, let's see what you say right here. They're gonna give Austin his. Oh yeah, they will. You know, they will. But the thing about it is simple. Um, Let me take this off. I don't understand why he's trying to stop this. I just don't. You know, it's like trying to stop somebody in prison from getting a, degree when, I mean, they allow you to do that in school, in prison. They allow you to go to school. So why would he think he cannot get his diploma out here in the real world out here? That's crazy. He's not locked up. Even if he was locked up, he could still get his diploma if he's online going to school or taking classes to finish whatever requirements he needed to finish before the term is over. What kind of foolishness is this? And like I said, I do understand, you know, that his life was taken, and I do understand that the pain they're going through. But at the same time, you know, you cannot do stuff that you know you're not going to succeed at doing. Okay, point blank. You cannot do that. You cannot even entertain that type of thoughts. You see what I'm saying? You should be trying to find out actually what happened. Okay, that's what you should be trying to find out, because everything is not shown. You know, like all the video footage and stuff. You know, all listening to all the witnesses. You know, just everything. You know, to see if it was actual. You know what he believes it is, because it's probably something else. You know what I'm saying? Because again, we went over this case a couple of days ago, and after I listened to the son's interview, and we talked about, some of the things the son was saying and the inconsistencies and some of the things that he was saying as well. We talked about all of this. Then we talked about the tent, and I still came back to the fact that, everybody, in my opinion, I don't know about Karmelo, but I actually believe everybody had enough time to go and get the coach. And I just don't understand why that wasn't done. These are the questions that should be asked, and people don't even ask these questions because they are living in the twilight zone. Okay, and it's plainly crazy. You know, um, we can't do anything about, you know, Austin Metcalf right now, but we can tell other kids this is not the way to go. Okay, if somebody is underneath your tent, you may can ask them, but after they start being rude and tripping out, or say they don't want to be bothered or whatever, leave these people alone and go get the people who are in charge and let them do one of their job requirements to make sure everything stay under control. Okay, point blank. And I don't understand why it's so hard for people to realize this. This is what should be stressed, not all this other foolishness, because it doesn't matter about all this other stuff you guys are talking about, because guess what? It's not going to bring that boy back, and it's not going to stop the other one from doing what he did. Okay, you need to tell people the right thing. The right thing would have been to go and get the coach, both of those two. Okay, everybody ego, the girls are over there, everybody trying to, not look weak, not look like a little F boy. And so they, I know I'm not moving, I'm gonna make you move. And then proceed to go over there and do that and grab bags and shit. Why was the boy grabbing his bag? That right there alone is grounds for someone to, stop you, however way they choose to, because you shouldn't be grabbing their stuff, taking their stuff. And then y'all trying to paint a false narrative like this boy who comes from a good family. The dad works, has a good career. Even the son has 2 jobs. And then you want to paint this narrative that he's stealing. He's trying to steal when you don't know that. That's crazy, man. And see, some of you guys do that all the time. You paint false narratives when things don't go your way. This motherfucker crazy as hell. Excuse my language, y'all. This damn crazy ass psychopath. This is a homeless man. He done took a damn bottle and slammed it against the damn wall because he's mad. Crazy, some crazy ass people out here. You know what I'm saying? Now, how would I look going over here asking this damn man why you throw that damn bottle against the damn wall so he can knock the shit out of me? That's what I'm saying. Leave people alone. If I don't like what he did, instead of me going over there approaching him in a tripped out way, I could just call the police if I thought it hurt me so bad, but it doesn't. Or if I'm like, concerned, I can go over there in a nice way and ask him, is he okay? But since I know this man is crazy as hell and ain't wrapped too tight, why would I even address him? I don't know him. Is it bothering me that he hit that damn wall with that glass bottle? No. See, people are always getting involved in stuff they shouldn't be. If you think something is a problem, you call the proper people, all right? Which is the police in this case. All right. Now, if he would have came over here talking to me, y'all would have heard me handle this in a very calm, rational way. I would have been like, yeah, somebody that made you mad, huh? I don't blame you. I would have played it off and said that. You don't go um, acting like you got some type of privilege and shit like that because you're not homeless or because you're not in his situation. So you want to do the most and then get yourself unalived out here on the street. That's stupid. And that's the same way that stuff happened with Austin and Karmelo. You don't need to do that. Okay, all he had to do after he confronted that boy the first time, asking him, or telling him you don't go to the school, or do you go to the school? And then Carmelo was like, no. And he was like, well, why are you underneath this tent? And then, well, you need to move. And then Carmelo said, make me move. Okay, that's why he did that, because the tone, him being intrusive, asking him anything, he didn't have to ask him a damn thing. But even if he did, once the boy responded back in the manner he did, then Austin should have walked his ass over there to the coach and reported it. Even his brother could have did that, but no, everybody's standing around instigating that foolishness, and that's exactly why you have what we see right now, point blank. Now let me see. So although honorary, okay, so y'all read that. You say his dad is hurt, I get it. But trying to hurt Carmelo isn't going to bring his son back. Carmelo is innocent until proven guilty, just like everybody else. Right. And you want to talk about some stuff. Let's talk about those damn parents, right, who allowed their son to be, their baby, 6 months old, to be partially eaten up by some damn field mice. And let the other baby feet get eaten. They're out on bail, on bond. We talk about that type of stupid shit. Okay, talk about that. Talk about all these other criminals getting released on bond, and they are murdering people, raping people, and things like that. But you guys are not talking about that. You're not talking about that. You're talking about Karmelo Anthony, who does not have a criminal background. Something got out of hand, and it just got basically straight up out of control. And he did not mean to unalive this boy. And you guys know this. And this is why I keep on doing these lives regarding him, because I just know he didn't do this on purpose. Okay? One thing about Shay's Two, when Shay's Two believes something, she sticks by it. Even when he go to trial, I'll still be following this case, unlike some of you guys, okay? Y'all just do stuff by it because it's a fad. But see, I will keep on covering it. Just like with Tiffany Slayton. Okay, just like with Sandra Bland, Casey Allison. I followed that all the way through, from the time that I heard about it. Just like a lot of people. So, but you guys don't do that. Y'all just be like in the moment because of a certain situation, or because y'all think black people are getting what, I don't know what you think. Just plainly crazy. Then you say it's not a race thing, when in reality it truly is. It is a race thing. That's why you guys are tripping out about every single thing. All right. I did not see the same tripping out for these two people who let their child get partially eaten by field rats. Okay. I did not see the same tripping out when that little stupid ass lady called that little 5, 6, 7 child. I don't give a damn how old the child is. A child, when she used that racial slur. And I guarantee you, I'm going to do a video and I'm walking around, okay, and I'm going to ask white and black people and Latino people, Mexican, whomever. I'm going to ask them, if someone called your little child a racial slur, what would you do? I'm going to let y'all see that. Because see, you all be tripping out and you be lying. And that's on everything. Because good and dead going well, if somebody walked up to you or to your child and called your child the N word or the H word or the C word or WT or T P C. I know y'all don't know what all these initials stands for because you can't see them here. Or the M word or any other racial word, or B word for Mexicans and stuff like that. You guys would be damn livid, and you would be. Some of you guys would even start to fight. And I know you would, because you guys fight over things right now that are not even that big on crucial. Like the two idiots who did road rage out here and now one is incarcerated. That's dumb. All right. And you said they do it for views, right? See, Shay's Tube don't do content for views, okay? Because my views are not like high or nothing. I've been doing content since 2015. I've been doing lives since 2022, I believe, okay? And the views was really low back then. And I still kept on up with doing my lives because I like talking about different things, medical stuff, the different topics, people missing kids, you know, um, uh, justice not justice being unfair for any person of any race. We have covered so many people of all different races and ages and genders. Okay, we're not racist up here, but we're going to stand up for what's right. And I will stand up for black people because I am black, just like you guys stand up for white people. Okay, I'm gonna stand up for my people, definitely. I'll stand up for other people too, but I'm definitely gonna stand up for my people when I see somebody doing some racial shit. Just simple as that. And that's what we need to do. I'm not gonna allow you guys to sit up here and say certain things, not on my channel, or when I see it, okay? Or sit in my comment section and say whatever you want to, okay? Based on foolishness, not based on real factual information. Yesterday I had a whole discussion with Jermaine because they double teamed me yesterday on my live. Jermaine and the other dude over Cassie and Diddy's situation. And they know good and damn well I wasn't agreeing with what they say. And they knew how to go back, at me without any of us getting mad. That's what it's all about. Nobody we did call each other little silly names, but no major stuff. Okay. And, they was tripping. But, we are all friends and we did it in a way where nobody got their feelings hurt. And that's what it's all about. When you don't agree with people, you don't try to throw the race in there and say stupid stuff. And then also have factual, information when you come for Shades Tube. The Shades Tube be right there on the camera looking up stuff for real, just like I did them last night. All right, when they thought that I was lying about certain things, and it's right there. I mean, basically try to tell me that that's not what Cassie said. So I go to the damn thing. It took me forever to find it, but I found it. And when I got it, I read it just from what she said. Now, if Cassie is telling the 100% truth, I don't know. But this is what she said, okay? Point blank. And like I told them last night, I believe certain things and certain things I don't. Just like with the Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf case. Certain things I believe, certain things I don't. But one thing I definitely believe, I believe he did not do that premeditated. I pretty much know he didn't premeditate it. And I don't believe he did it purposefully. And I think he did believe that he was using self-defense. And I think that more things happened and he used it for a reason. And that's what I believe. And you guys can't change it. The only thing that can change is when I see the videos or read about it and it tells us exactly what happened. Until then, please. And also, again, you're not going to convince me that Austin's dad is doing the right thing because he's not, point blank. All right? He's not. Okay? By law, Karmelo can get his diploma. All right? By the school rules, he cannot attend any of their stuff, which I bet he wouldn't attend anyway. That's stupid. Why would you go? Even if you could, why would you go there? Okay? Why? So, I mean, I doubt he would attend anyway. So, but by law, since he has completed his high school requirements, he can obtain his high school diploma, okay, by law. By the school rules, he cannot go to any other activities, go on stage, which is understandable. He probably can't even get any scholarships or anything now, which is understandable, okay, because he's up on charges for murder. I was like, okay, and until they prove what it is, he just can't do these things. And even after it's proven, just say if he get negligent homicide or something like that, he still probably won't get those offers, okay? Period. So let's keep it real. No, honey, I was not wrong. You guys was wrong. Okay, how you gonna tell me that I was wrong when I'm reading right off the damn transcript? I do not like stupid people. All right, how are you going to tell me I was wrong when I am reading it right from the transcript? You guys did not know what you were talking about in regards to what you said Cassie did not say, okay? And what she did say. And then you try to change the narrative, just like they doing with Austin stuff. Just because she say, and the man said, what's his name? Can't remember. Philip said Cassie paid, but you did not include the part where Cassie said Sean Combs instructed her to pay. You guys leave out stuff. No, that dude would not tear me up in court because I would tear his ass up because I would have facts the actual paperwork, everything, the text messages, all of that. Period. I've been in court taking people to court. I don't even remember how many times. In every single lawsuit or court case, including one serious one, guess who won? Shay's Tube. All right. And the one that I did by myself, where the person cut my foot, my toe, at the manicurist place, I did that by myself and I won and I got my settlement. All right. So don't be telling me. I go straight from factual information. I sat right there on that live yesterday, Jermaine, stinking ass man. I sat right there in that live and I looked up the information and then I showed it to you guys. The only thing that you guys got me on is the part where y'all was saying that she paid a lot of people, but I still backed it up, baby, with facts because she said that Sean Combs is the one who orchestrated all of that. And you know, good and damn well, that woman does not have at that time all that money to be paying those people. You know, Sean gave that money to her. Just like, and then y'all gonna say, how you know Sean paid for stuff? So then I go into the daggone transcript, and here she goes telling everybody because the prosecution, or either, yeah, I think the prosecution asked her who paid for her apartment. She says Sean paid the rent. Like she paying for it. Well, y'all need to miss me with that BS because y'all know good and dead going well. Not saying that's the only reason why she talked to him, but that's one of the reasons why she was with Sean Combs. 19 years age difference. Come on now. Okay? The man was filthy rich back then and he could pay for stuff. All right. And you know, good and damn well he was paying for it. That's why whenever she didn't do what he say do and she was just get out of hand, he would take stuff away from her. And she said that too. You guys need to listen when I be reading everything in the live. Okay. Even when I do be making my bloopers because of my tongue thing. But I said all of this and you can go read it yourself and you will see it. Y'all trip. Y'all are a trip. No, no, I'm not lost. You're lost, hun. You are lost, dude. You are lost. Okay, about Diddy and Cassie. You think that Cassie is making up all this stuff and basically just trying to ruin this dude for whatever reason. She may be doing certain things, but she's not making up everything. All right, she's not making up everything. We know good and dead gone well. This dude applied. Well, he did domestic violence. Okay, many times. We know that. All right. We definitely know for sure he did that one because we've seen video proof. Okay. And we suspect, well, I suspect, or yeah, I suspect that some other things happened. And I also suspect regarding the actual, what is it called? Ex trafficking, that I don't know, that could have been done when you say that, when you look at the definition. If I was a lawyer and practicing this, I would be able to tell you straight up. But I'm thinking because if Sean Combs had Cassie, and he definitely paid people himself, because I remember reading that. Okay, if you're paying somebody, if you're going to fly somebody out, put them on a bus, drive, or whatever, you bring them to you or bring them to your area to have SEX in exchange for money. That is called ex trafficking. I don't care how you look at it. We looked up the legal definition. It said that in the legal definition. So don't be tripping with me, trip with the law, because that's exactly what the law says. Period. Okay? And we're going to finish this discussion tonight because y'all be tripping out. And I hope that dude come back, or lady, whoever that was, I hope that person comes back so I can tell y'all ass up tonight. Because this time when I go and get all this information, I'm going to keep it on those on that channel or whatever the case is, that site, or either I'll screenshot it so I can show y'all so I won't have to go back and search it. Because y'all be tripping out in this damn comment section. Okay? That's a what? Oh, I don't give a crap what you talking about, Jermaine. I really, truly don't. Okay? I really don't, Jermaine. Okay? But getting back to, y'all see how we don't agree on stuff. Hell, they got mad at me because I said, originally, I had said that Karmelo should have went to the coach and told if he had the opportunity to. Okay. And the reason why I said that is because I'm giving you ways to de-escalate something, not escalate it. We know he don't have to do a damn thing if he didn't want to, but it would be good if he would have, if he could. Okay, since he wasn't in the place where his team tent was, okay, and his team tent wasn't there, because his team wasn't there. So therefore, if somebody say you're in the wrong tent, okay, you say no, I don't want to move. Okay, or you don't think you should move, just get your ass up and go over there and ask the coach yourself. Okay, that's all I'm saying. And again, Austin initiated everything once he asked um, the boy, do he go to that school? Austin, should have went over there and asked the coach. I mean, told the coach. Once Karmelo replied back, no, and I'm not moving or whatever he said. That's grounds to go over there and get the coach. Not for you to handle it. Two young men, two boys, sitting up here, letting their egos take over everything. Okay, and they went back and forth, bickering with each other. And Austin, I believe, when he stood up, or they say he stood up and walked over, it escalated everything. And if you guys don't see that, then something is wrong with y'all. If you walk over to anybody like you're about to do something, you are going to escalate, just like that dude who just threw that bottle. If I would have walked over there aggressively, I guarantee you I would have heard him in the background cussing me out. Okay? If not doing something else. You don't mess with people, okay? Even if you do, it's a certain way you do it. When I walked up there to intervene with those kids out there about the fight, I didn't walk up there in an aggressive, crazy way. I tell them, hey, what y'all doing? I said something like that. And they started telling me what was going on. And I told them, look, don't fight. Because the police is right down the street, you're gonna get arrested. That's what I said. Okay? The same thing if I would have been out there, I would have tried to intervene in that. Okay, not get into it with them, but I would have been like, hey y'all, don't fight, something like that. I just would have went to get the coach. Honestly, I would have told somebody to go get the coach. Period. Because two boys about to fight, yeah, I just would have told them to go get the coach. Because it's plainly ridiculous. If they had parents out there, any grown up, and they did not do anything, they need to be up there charged too. Because it's plainly ridiculous. How can you, as a grown up, sit there and watch kids be engaged in an altercation or about to be in an altercation? It's plainly crazy. That's why I intervened when those kids was out there, into their little beef and stuff like that. There was a bunch of them, black and and white, some girls and some boys and stuff. So I wasn't going to get myself hurt, but at the same time, I'm trying to diffuse the situation that could have really got out of hand. The other boy said had a GUN, and he was telling his cousin go get it. And I was like, no, you don't know you need to go get that. Just leave it in the car. And he left it in the car. And then I'm trying to tell a girl not to hit him. And damn, she was not listening. His white girlfriend, right? And she ended up hitting this dude. And then she kept on doing it because she wouldn't listen. She kept on telling me, "No, mom, no, because not going to let him, embarrass me." We get into it all the time. Some stuff she said like that. And I told her, "Listen, I understand what you're saying, but still, this is not the place to do that. And if you hit him, he's going to hit you back." And I'm telling this dude not to hit him back. Plus, I'm telling his cousin or brother to grab him. Hey, she hit him one time too many, and then he pushed her. And when he pushed her, she fell. Her phone had flew and hit my car and bent it a little bit, put a little dent in it. And then when he pushed her, she fell against me, but my hand caught her, right? And that's how I broke my nail. So don't tell me anything about you can't de-escalate stuff, because that's exactly what I did that night. I stopped them from doing really crazy stuff, and I stopped that girl too. And I stopped him from continuously hitting her because he would have whooped her ass. I told that um, brother or that cousin to grab his relative and grab him now. That's what I said. So the thing is, we cannot, when we can, because sometimes you can't, but when you can and you can do it safely, you need to de-escalate situations, okay? Period. And if you can't de-escalate it, you need to call somebody that can de-escalate it before it get crazy, especially when you're dealing with kids in a school environment or in a school sponsored event or on school property. In that case, like with Karmelo and Austin, because this shouldn't have happened. Point blank, it shouldn't have happened. And again, I do not agree with his dad, Austin Metcalf's dad, sitting up here tripping about this young man getting his diploma. He's not attending any of the activities. He isn't walking on the stage. Why is this dude bothering him? It's not going to bring his son back. Okay. If anything, he should be trying to find out what happened for real, for real. But I know he's stuck in his zone and he thinks exactly what he thinks. But when those videos come out and this boy go to court, because the other boy is not alive, but when this other boy goes to court, remember, when I say boy, I'm not speaking from disrespect. This is just the way I talk. Okay. So when he goes up to court and stuff, with the trial, I mean, and they present all of the evidence, the videos, all the witness accounts, everything. Then we will see if this was true self-defense or something else. And that's when we should all be really making our real comments. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I think it's plainly ridiculous that he's tripping out about a diploma. So if this boy gets accepted into a college, he gonna trip out then? Come on now. Come on now. So anyway, I'm getting ready to go. This is going to be a short live. All this background information and people walking by these cars. I'm glad that man on the motorcycle didn't come back by. And that's going to be it, guys. And I'll be back later on tonight to do the Diddy Day 4 trial update. A lot of stuff. I got to get the information anyway because I haven't got it. Hold on. Yeah, we'll do that. Then I want to talk about, let me just tell y'all this real quick before I leave. Okay, about Chris Brown. I might as well just go ahead and tell you guys. So Chris Brown, or should I wait till tonight? I'll just tell you briefly, and then we'll discuss it tonight. So Chris Brown was arrested. He may be out now in London because he allegedly hit somebody in a nightclub with a bottle. Okay? That's one breaking news. The other breaking news, let me go to it because I want to get this right. So we're going to finish talking about that tonight, okay? The other breaking news is this right here. Wait a minute, y'all. This is a trip doing this out here, man, with all these cars. Okay, the other breaking news is that Holly Bailey they said, I'm just going to read the thing. I don't know if they're accusing Holly of abuse or if Holly made abuse claims toward her ex-boyfriend. I don't know for sure, but we're going to read this and go over this tonight. But I do know that she filed a restraining order on him, I believe. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. That's the Little Mermaid girl, and her and her sister Chloe is the one you hear about all the time because she, sings and stuff. Both of them sing, but you see Chloe a lot, and then Holly sings too. And she played the Little Mermaid, and I think I think Beyonce got them out there. They were already on the internet because I used to watch them when they were younger, and they would be singing cover songs. So they were already on YouTube and stuff. But I guess Beyonce saw it, and then she got them fully out there. So that's what I'm talking about. And then we'll finish the discussion if anything new come up on Austin Metcalf's dad. And of course, we're going to go over Chris Brown arrested at five-star Manchester hotel over bottle attack at the nightclub. And we're going to definitely be doing day 4 of Diddy's trial. All right. And Cassie she was being cross-examined in court. All right. So until I was about to say tomorrow, but until tonight, I don't know exactly what time I'll do it, but hopefully it won't be too late. I'll see you guys then. Y'all, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Hold on, I got to get this stuff out. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below. Hit the bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment as well. Let me go ahead and put this thing back up here. Okay, let's go back over here to the comments. You said, right, it shouldn't have happened. Nobody is happy it happened, including Karmelo. Right, because he said that he wasn't. That's why he kept on asking about that boy. That's why he kept on doing that. Mr. Metcalf showing up uninvited and provoking confrontations and trying to blame Karmelo isn't going to help the situation. Right. It's like, people think it was okay for him to show up. Before we leave, people were thinking that it was okay for him to show up at the dad's and the mom's, Anthony, mom and dad's conference. No, it wasn't okay for him to show up. Okay. Because they don't supposed to be around each other. That's stupid. If you need to say something to them, say it, you do your own conference and say it and ask them questions. Maybe they will reply back, but don't ask stupid questions because the thing is they weren't there. Okay. Just like you weren't there. Okay. So they probably don't know everything that went on. But in that courtroom, because the videos will show, because kids say don't tell everything. But in the courtroom, those videos, they took about 30 cameras, right? 30 phones. Those videos will tell a lot. And I cannot wait until it's uncovered. I really can't. I hope they do this trial soon. And I know they probably won't, but I'm hoping because I cannot wait until we see what was what is on those damn videos. Okay? And what all of the witnesses say. Like people who are not friends with neither one of them. I cannot wait to see what they're saying, what they will say. And kids who are not racist or anything else. I cannot wait to see that. Point blank. So anyway, that is it. Okay, y'all. Let me change this other better. And then we are getting ready to get out of here. So there you go. And then we're gonna put that up there. Okay. And y'all make sure y'all check out my reaction video that I just put up in my shopping short for Dollar Tree. I show some cute little things. Check that out. And then check out my other lives that I did. And I haven't did any more blogs with moving yet because I haven't finished the living room yet because I'll be so busy. So as soon as I get through with the living room, I'll show you guys how it looks. The picture that I put up is not done. Obviously, I still have stuff all over the place. So once I get through with everything in the living room area, I'll show you guys that and I'll do a vlog on that. Okay. Other than that, y'all have a good day and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out. And thank you for watching.